Her expertise spans from establishing quality schools, building teams, developing educational processes, initiating best practices. For both school and higher education, she is the founder, principal, and vice president of the Om Public School, Dombivli, Thane, Maharashtra. The Great Mentors warmly invites Ms. Viheta Sinha. Being the founder principal of Om Public School and the vice president, she delivers the visionary aspects of educational process which is meaningful and relevant. She strives to bring teaching practices, methods, curriculum in alignment with today's generation of learners. Where she prepares children not just for marks but to fetch success from the much bigger examination of life. Who can challenge their own limit every day? Who believes in creating her own path rather than following the conventional footprints. She specializes in English literature, IT, ERP, leadership, integrated, interdisciplinary curriculum, inclusive education, and life skill education for young adults, training them for media literacy, critical thinking and decision-making process. Mrs. Sinha believes that regular training of a team members by the founders leads the organization to the pinnacle. Regular talk with the team members on the ground level is the core essence of a healthy atmosphere. Her good listening skills is what make her the problem solver and the critical thinkers which generates professional growth and work culture of the organizations. She is having rich experience in teaching, admin, advertising, training and IT sector. Being from the family of educationists, she believes that education is in her DNA. She has been awarded so many prestigious award and recognition, few eminent ones are. Certificate of Achievement by Hummingbird Education Private Limited for the profound guidance and decisive leadership, stress management and performance enhancement by OP Jindal Global University. SEP course on emerging technologies for effective teaching and learning by IIT Bombay, National Level Faculty Development Program by Lala Lajpat Rai College of Commerce and Economics, the University of Mumbai with North Storm Academy.
Our experience spans from establishing quality schools, building teams, developing educational processes, initiating best practices for both schools and higher education. She is the founder, principal, and vice president of the Om Public School, Dombivli, Thane. On behalf of the great mentors, me, Sushil Sinha, warmly welcome Vijeta Sinha ma'am for talk show session. Thanks ma'am for being here and giving your valuable time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sushil. It's completely our pleasure.
Thank you, ma'am. First, we would like to share about your professional journey. What we have covered it.
See, professional journey. It was a very. It was not a smooth journey, for sure. Like it's very obvious. Like whatever journey usually we always have a topsy-turvy ups and downs in that. And particularly in this teaching profession, like initially I was not in this teaching profession. I have joined the IT sector. I was in Reliance IT department. Then I was in advertising company. Then as my family grew, like somewhere I realized, no, again I have to switch. And then I joined this teaching profession, and I belong from the teaching family.
Okay.
Background, like my parents, they both are professors. So somewhere, that teaching and that education is always there inside me, and I am very into about it. So despite being even in a teaching profession, I was always somewhere a teacher and a learner at the same time. So that couple of school I have joined in Dombivli, Thane itself.
Okay.
And 4 years back, I have started this Om Public School, which was completely unplanned, I will say, after having my second baby. So somewhere I found key we have to start something. Like I always engross myself in one or the other activity so that I should be continue my journey. There should not be a full stop to it. I can give a comma, but there should not be a full stop to my education or to my journey. So I thought, why not to start grooming classes, because I am having a training on that as well. I was there a trainer in a Speakwell Academy also. So I thought I should start this. So for the same purpose, I met with couple of the client, and then I get this opportunity and offer. Then why not we can start a school itself? So that is how like I have started this school, and it's my third baby, I could say.
Great. There was some motivation behind that, teaching something and innovating something. in education. That
Definitely.
motivated you to start this school. Great. You always focus on teaching quality. Can you put your emphasis on this? What exactly concept behind this?
Yeah, teaching quality. See, I belong from Patna, Bihar, and I have done my master's also from Patna University itself. And I remember those days when I was in the convent school and when I switched to Patna University, the quality of teaching what I have received based on the same quality, the foundation what I'm having, it's so strong that I have cracked all the interviews till date. Either it's a IT sector, it's an advertising, or it's a teaching profession. I have cracked all the interviews. I have cleared all the entrance exams, and recently I will going to join IIM Bangalore also.
Great.
So this somewhere, so this reflect key that foundation was strong.
Mhm.
Just for that, like I was capable enough to compete all these examinations. So this was just because of the quality of education what I have received from my schools, from my teachers, from my professors, and definitely from my parents. So same I was looking up to for my daughter when I was looking schools to take admission for my daughter. So somewhere I found key I was not getting that satisfaction, the quality what I was seeking for my daughter, that I was not getting. So I thought ki why not to introduce all those qualities, implement all those teaching techniques in my school itself.
Okay.
So that is how like I have started this. And for me, definitely, I think ki there is no hard and fast rule to teach. Teaching is something it's depends. It depends on the class, the crowd what you are having in the class.
Mhm.
As per the learners, we have to be flexible in our teaching.
Right.
Somewhere, as for an instance, I can say ki if a student doesn't know the alphabets only and I am teaching the sentence as per the age of the child,
Mhm.
definitely it will going to fall down.
Right.
So we need to first evaluate the child, and as per the evaluation, the graph of that particular child, that teaching method should be implemented in the class. Everything is like is omnipresent, teaching aid, lesson planning, all these things that is there in all these school, but ultimately what is the output of all the plannings, which this is more important. A learner can learn without teachers, but a teacher can never teach without learners.
Correct. Correct. Very true.
So as per learner, we have to be flexible, and we have to make our lesson plan more interesting, and
Mhm.
particularly we have to optimize the learning and teaching environment rather than focusing more on the lesson plan.
Right.
Like in my school, in this campus, I always emphasize that my students should not just sit inside the classroom. I'm having a huge greenery campus and
Mhm.
lots of botanical plants like hibiscus flowers and all I'm having. So I used to take the children out, they used to sit on the grass, and there we take the practicals. We used to teach how these things are happening. So practical teaching is very important, and we have to motivate the child so that that child themselves should know that they have to teach, and
Mhm.
that will be going to be there throughout the life. Long term learning process will going to continue like this only, otherwise it will be a stressful learning for the student and that's
And
what they
just
hate.
right. And just it's going to be in a traditional way.
Right.
You want to make a disruption in this part. Great. How do you emphasis on this school management part? This is again a point for you, important point for you.
Yes,
What you
yes,
give the
yes.
emphasis?
As you said, ki it will be a traditional way. So, Mr. Susil, I never focused on the conventional path. I always believed I have to be unconventional in a creative way so that I can challenge my potentials every day.
Right.
And I have to be an innovator rather than to follow the conventional, that remote control sort of thing, that someone is having a remote control and I have to up to that remote. So I never believe in this, and by god grace I got this chance where I can actually uh, I can implement my thought process, my creativity. So since where I have worked in Kendriya Vidyalaya also. KV was my first job.
Great.
KV was my first job. After that, so many variations in my job profile. So everywhere I found that there is a some set of rules given by your seniors, and you need to execute it, you need to follow it. There is no space where you can utilize your own thought process. That
Yes.
thought process should be in that rule framed by that particular organization. So over here, I give full freedom to my teachers. They can use their creativity, because I really don't want to do spoon feeding to anyone. I don't want to do that spoon feeding. So
Okay.
in the management itself, like, many people used to come for this counseling session or teachers training.
Mhm.
So I say this is my family, and I know my family members well than any outsider or any third person. And for me, teachers training is not a one day story. Overnight transformation can never be happen. Teachers training is something you need to groom the teacher on regular basis.
Correct.
And all, like as we say, ki all students are not same, all teachers are not same. So as per the teachers, their problem, their whatever they are lacking behind, on that we need to focus. And as per that, I used to train my teacher, and there should be always a proper transparent communication with the teacher, which I maintain. So any teacher can come to me, whatever problem or challenges they are facing, they can discuss it to me, and I'm damn sure that I'll able to give the solution for that. So that is how I'm managing. Like, people talking is very important.
Right.
I can't just pass the verdict, no, this leave can't be granted. I will never pass this verdict. I'm not that kind of person. If you need a leave and I'm not in a position, like I can't afford that leave, so we can sit, we can talk, and we can have some solution to it. So that
Okay.
is how like I'm managing. So the staff what I'm having, so they are like, I'm going to be with you only, ma'am, and I'm going to retire from home public itself.
This is the leadership quality. Leader always empower others.
Yes.
Leaders are not those they just
I'm not
pass
here to
the,
rule anyone. Right. I'm
yes.
not here to rule anyone.
Another query is, if you are given opportunity to do in a particular segment, what will be your what will you choose and why? And what will be your action plan for that?
Um, First thing I would like to see many things, Arjun. For me, change is something which is permanent.
Right? True.
Change is something which is permanent, and a fire can burn but can't move. Wind can move but cannot burn unless they both can combine and can't extend. Same way, education plus awareness is equal to the solution or panacea of your life.
Correct.
Over here, lack of awareness is there in almost all the profession.
Mhm.
Now, for parents, science and maths and English speaking is the best thing where they will focus. They don't focus on any other subject. They don't give priority or equal importance to all the subjects. So
Mhm.
that one thing I need to create awareness among the parent ki all subjects are equally important. And in any, there are nowadays so much of scope is there. In any profession, your child can make his or her career. They
Right.
can be on the zenith. It's not like only maths or science or English speaking people are very good, they are very fond of. It's nothing like that. Ultimately, what is the core essence, what we are inbuilding in our child, that will going to play a vital role in their future.
Very
And
true.
coming next, next point, I would like to say ki, we always talk about art, about this RTE.
Mhm.
Hardly you will find a deserving RTE candidate in any of these schools.
Okay.
RTE is right to education. This is something, a downtrodden or below poverty line people can take admission as per the government rule.
Correct.
All the big schools, I'm not going to name any of these schools, but mostly all the majority of these schools is like, uh, they are taking admission under RTE,
Mhm.
and parents are presenting the false paper to the school. Like,
Okay.
their income certificate will be below the poverty line. Though they are having four-wheelers, they can afford visiting PVR, going to mall and all, but they want admission under RT. And the maid which is working in your house, they are not aware about what is RT.
Right.
So I would like to create awareness about this, and I would like to do amendment in the government norms. Like, there should be some sort of rules given by government to the school, that whatever non-teaching staff we are having in the school,
Mm-hmm.
like, uh, apart from non-teaching, in this transport department will also come.
Okay.
So why can't we can take admission of their children in the school?
Yes. Right.
It will be fair and square.
Mm-hmm.
There will be no foul play.
Yes.
There
Yes.
will be no false income certificate to it. So I think government should pass some rule that a school is having right to take admission under RT of their non-teaching staff. So here somewhere now we can, channelized something in a proper manner.
Mhm.
And the people used to say private school is having a very high fee structure and also who is promoting all these things.
Right.
If government can emphasize more on their own government school,
Mm-hmm.
government can give a charge to third party just to monitor the functioning of that school, the management of that school, then I think all private school will going to shut down. We can
What
improve
what
the
I think
quality in that.
what I think there are different segment of people we are having in our country. A lot of people they are having they are having high paying capacity. So of course there are certain schools they in those schools those parents are taking admission for their child whose fee is around 1.5 or above 1 lakh per annum. There are certain schools which are having even 10 lakh plus of fee annual. So there are different segment of people. So let them to have their right to choose that one. But
Definitely.
I always think of one point. Central government has because there are different segment of people, right? Central government is already having their successful model in the name of Kendriya Vidyalaya and JNV, right? So why they cannot open different branches of Kendriya Vidyalayas, why they have reserved only for their central employees? Because education is RTE, it's a right to each and every child, right? So they can open their several branches, yes, for the other branches, other than for the central part. They may charge a higher fee, what they are charging in from those Kendriya Vidyalaya which are designated to central government employees. That's fine. But they can open several branches across the country. They have already successful model. So I don't know why they are not taking care of all these.
Exactly. See, right to choice is always there. We are in a democratic country. It should, but point is that whatever fee a school is charging, it should be worth.
Hmm.
It should be worth. And all parents, see, our target is that we have to educate, that literacy rate should reach to 100%. And this literacy rate will reach only if, that it should be feasible,
Apart
the
from
fee
literacy,
structure.
rate, students retention rate that is also very important, right?
Very
Because
important.
dropout ratio in India is very much higher. One thing is
Why
that is
that is high? Why that is high? See, all this Jilla Parishad school,
Hmm.
as you said, why KV is not starting. It's a very wise point actually. If anybody can look up to it on a serious note, all this Jilla Parishad, a state government school, these, so they are not having the secondary sections. Functional secondary sections are actually, it's not present in all the areas. So
right.
till particular grade, it's a free learning, so students are going. After because of this only, that retention rate is low. They are not able to complete their secondary section after 10th, after 12th. Now NEP is there, NEP is very good, no doubt, NEP is very good, but what about the faculty and the curriculum? Are we all ready? Are we all are ready to execute the same or implement the same in our school? Looking to the B.Ed curriculum.
Mhm.
B.Ed curriculum is also not up to mark as per me.
Mhm.
Reason behind it, see, this in this COVID we have learned many things. Now my school is having ERP since when I have started this school.
Mhm.
So for me online classes was not a big deal. I was having a software in just a week I have switched my offline classes to online classes. It's just because of this, because I was aware about
Mhm.
that software. I was aware about it, how it will going to function. So not even for a single day that
Mhm.
online classes got delayed.
Mhm.
But this I have not learned in my B.Ed curriculum.
Mhm. Right.
ITC is there in the B.Ed curriculum, but somewhere it's not on the practical. I have to train my teachers how to take online classes, how to make a PPT, how to share the screen. Now they all are sound. So my point is that ki NEP is very good. All this curriculums, content, everything is fine. But from where you will have this content developer?
Quality
Why
resource very
this?
important.
That's what, where you will find that content developer. You in the market, you are having a salesperson. They will come. I'm having book based on NEP. But are we all are capable to evaluate the book? I went to IIT Powai. There on this only we were having a seminar on ERP software and modules.
Okay.
So it was quite unpleasant for me. I thought they must be knowing about it. ERP nowadays it's not a big deal. Everybody knows about it. But hardly a handful of people we were aware about the ERP or the complete system what we have comes under the ERP. Most of the schools, the big schools, they were not aware about it, or hardly one or two features they were knowing.
Okay.
So point is that now we have to be a learner first. There should not be a saturation point. Ki I am a principal or I am in the management, so I can't be a learner. I know about the ERP because I have learned about it. I have
Mhm.
read about it. So
Right.
that is very, very important. Unless and until I'm not thorough about the NEP, how I will going to evaluate the content?
Of course, just planning is not important. The most important part and the most challenging situation is its implementation. How exactly they are going to implement the things. And I think is it has been left on the state governments whether they want to apply it in their states, respective state or not. That is another
Yes.
thing. So
Now
only time
it's
will say how much it is going to be implemented and how effective it is going to be. Because preparing a documents, it's okay, fine. But preparing a document is that's okay. That is
for
important,
this
but
only actually from 2022 we have to implement NEP as per government. They have this they for this content developing only they have taken the time. Ki after couple of years we will going to implement. Let's see. I'm hoping for the best. It's a very controversial thing, and
right. This government means Maharashtra is going to implement this.
we have
Karnataka.
to implement. Now it's just not about the implementation. As you have said, ki many people they can afford fees 10 lakh or 1.5 lakh. So again, NEP is also a status symbol now. Taking admission in the big school is a status symbol in the
Right.
society. If you will going to talk about it, then you will feel elevated. Yeah, my child is in this school. I'm financially so settled and well to do. So
Right.
same thing is for NEP. My school is implementing NEP, my school is having NEP, but what does it mean?
How many? Do you have any particular data? How many? Whatever be the number of students are there, how many percentage are there in these private schools?
Current data I'm not having, but definitely like nowadays what I'm facing, every people used to come ki I'm not satisfied with this school. And now see, education awareness is there in lower strata also. They are coming to me
Okay.
because I am actually providing free education also. It's not just under RT. I
Okay.
am providing some free education and concession to the deserving candidate.
Great.
Over here, I am taking admission just not on the social background, on the financial background of the parent. They used to ask me ki mera admission hoga kya, because we are not educated.
Okay.
Okay, we are sitting here to educate your child. You are not educated, as doesn't mean your child will be also uneducated.
That is very
Only
much
thing
important.
that discipline we need to maintain in the class, and that is teacher's responsibility. That is our responsibility being a mentor.
Right.
So people are switching.
Education is a very different kind of segment. Status symbol is, of course, in society they are having, but everyone aware about their child as well. If someone is aware about that a particular school is going to provide the learning in a holistic approach, definitely they want to get admission over there. And many of the schools, they have created their reputation on this basis. So if not today, tomorrow it will be.
I'm
Just you have to
hoping
keep
for this.
patience and nothing. And definitely it will be done.
Hope so. For this, we need to create awareness. We need to generate awareness. Few parents are really like they are up to this, and they look to the education or the quality what we are teaching. But yeah, uh, living in a fool's paradise is also one of the biggest challenge what we are having.
Right. That's very true. That's very true. Thank you, Vijeta ma'am.
Thank you so
Your
much, sir.
your vision is really very different in education segment, and just keep patience, and hope you will grow in a different direction. Someday you will be known for your thought, what you are developing for this entire education system, and best of luck to cover that journey.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm really sure about it. I have to create the footprint. The thought process should be changed in a positive way.
That is
Thank you
very
so
important.
much. Thank you
Thank
so much for giving your time as well. Thank
thank you
you.
so much, ma'am. Thank a lot.